I'm going to explain and show you how to set up the automated email and SMS follow-ups in MotorDesk. This section is found under Business, Follow-ups. We can add follow-ups manually, but I'll show you how they work based on the templates we have. So let's use Vehicle Reserved as an example. Every follow-up is triggered by an event. In this instance, it's when someone reserves a vehicle, but it can also be when a vehicle is sold, or when an invoice is paid, or an invoice is paid on other products. So if this event is the trigger, we can then choose when to send in relation to that trigger. We have two post-event options. You can either send it immediately when the event occurs, or you can choose to send it after the event, and you can choose how many days after the event. These triggers here are grayed out and can only be used alongside the vehicle sold event. These are the ones that you'd use to automatically remind a customer of an upcoming MOT or service, etc. For Vehicle Reserved, we're going to do it immediately. In the case of notifying a customer that they've successfully reserved a vehicle, we don't need the GDPR, but if it's an action that could be seen as marketing your services, then you do need to make sure you have the GDPR compliance. The start date and time is by default set to today's date and time. This just ensures that no emails are sent for events that have happened in the past. We'll get to the email content soon, but first I'll just show you a couple of the other templates. So if we're doing a vehicle MOT reminder, you can see that the event is the vehicle sold, but the send time is now before the MOT is due. MotorDesk will know when the MOT is due based on the vehicle section. By default, this will be set to send 30 days before the event, and it does require marketing consent in this instance. It's a similar setup for service reminders and warranty reminders, but you can also send a customer satisfaction email and ask for customer feedback, for example 30 days after the vehicle has been sold. You could, however, change this and have the customer satisfaction email sent 30 days after the invoice has been paid. It's completely up to you. The priority options allow you to limit how many follow-ups are sent for an event. For example, a paid all follow-up would be sent for all invoices, but by setting the priority option to don't send, we can prevent this follow-up from being sent if a vehicle sold follow-up has already been sent for that invoice. The last thing to go through for this section is the status. When disabled, the follow-up is completely inactive. In test mode, it won't go to customers, you can just test it internally. In active and test, it will go to customers and yourself. Once you're happy with everything, you can just choose active and that will run in the background, fully automated. So let's go back to our original template for the reserving of a vehicle. If we go down to the email content, you can customize the text here, you can add new colored boxes, you can even drag and drop images into the text box. MotorDesk makes use of these text tags, which pull in information bespoke to each customer. So for example, this one here will be the image of the vehicle that they have reserved, and these will be information and a summary of the vehicle that they've reserved. This will be your business telephone number, and these text tags are also applicable to subject headings as well. You can see a list of the text tags here. So if you want to start an email mentioning the customer by name, you can bring in this text tag, and MotorDesk will bring in the name of the customer who, in this instance, reserved the vehicle. You can copy that from there and then just simply paste it in. Like that. You can preview what your follow-up will look like to customers by pressing Preview Email at the bottom. Once you're happy with your customization, you can just press Add Follow-up and either begin to test it or bring it live. We do have further instructions here and also a guide, so if you get lost you can just refer to this. The same process and setup applies to SMS follow-ups once you've connected your communication services under Business Connect Services. You can see the list of follow-ups that you've either personalized or created from scratch in the main follow-ups page. You can also see ones that have been recently sent and any customers that have unsubscribed from the emails. You can edit or remove a follow-up that you've customized or created from scratch in this side section here.